Today I want to talk to you about anxiety in the booth.
Every moment is a teachable moment.
Being anxious or being nervous when you're in the booth, maybe when you're in the middle of a live directed session, or even if you're just in your booth and you feel pressured to get an audition out on time, or you want to do a really awesome job on the gig or the audition, and you get all anxious and nervous and adrenaline hyped up, I want to say, number one, take a deep breath and just relax. It's just VO. I know that may sound silly, but your state of mind and your heightened anxiety can have a lot of effects on your vocal performance. Typically, when we are anxious, our voices pitch up higher, we tend to speak quicker, and we also tend to not focus as much on the copy or the story that we're trying to tell. If you're in the middle of a live session and you keep getting different direction and maybe it's confusing to you and they might be going in multiple different directions, again, just sit back, take a nice deep breath, and relax, because that's going to really give you a much more focused read, a much more authentic, believable read, as long as you can relax enough to get yourself into the scene and into the character. Anxiety can happen to anyone. As a matter of fact, it used to happen to me quite a bit. And something happened that changed my whole perspective on it. And that was being diagnosed with cancer. And that was back in, 2012. And it was a health crisis that I went through. It took, a period of time where I was not necessarily in my booth at that time, but once I had gotten through the majority of the procedure and I finally got myself back into the booth, I said, wow, what was I worried about? Honestly, I was so anxious and so uptight about being able to sound a particular way, or, being able to get out auditions on time, or to, get that sound to be just right. And I thought to myself, wow, I've just been through something that is so much beyond voiceover. And it really put things into perspective for me. And it allowed me to have a freedom in the booth that I had never really experienced before. And it was really lovely to have that freedom, to have the permission, or allow myself the permission, to have a little fun in the booth, to relax, to play, to get outside my comfort zone or my nervous anxiety that I wasn't sounding the way I should, and really just letting go and really trying to bring myself to the copy and to the read so that people could really make a connection with me. I actually think that it really did a world of good for my performance technique to actually have gone through something like that. And I feel grateful actually for it, because it really, really put things into perspective for me and allowed me to do so much more for my performance, so much more in learning to go beyond, to go outside of my comfort zone and really have a lot of fun in the booth. So guys, take a deep breath, relax. It's just VO, and bring yourself to the party, because that's who we want to hear. That's who we want to connect with. If you'd like more tips on performance, make sure to check out my videos here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.